Welcome back everyone, welcome back to Let's Play XCOM 2. We have come back from a successful mission where we have, we've stolen the prototype in a stasis suit and now we are researching it in the shadow chamber over here, even though there's nobody here apparently. But yeah, you can see that the decryption progress of the recovered Advent stasis suit is about to be complete. And I'm quite excited to see what it's all about. Let's continue scanning for the heavy weapon, the overgrown tank here, and we'll see what this is. There we go.
Just like the one we found the commander in.
On the surface, yes. But in function... Ah, Commander, excellent. We can begin. It is no secret that Advent soldiers possess both human and alien genetic characteristics. Preliminary analysis led me to believe that this was the result of direct modifications made to a pre-existing human host. Prisoners, or perhaps even unwitting volunteers.
See your local Advent recruiter today.
However, the reality is something else entirely. The Advent troopers at the facility we discovered, including the specimen before you, were manufactured. Each soldier possesses a unique genetic code. Predominantly human, of course, but with some fragments left open.
Left open for what?
Whatever alien DNA Advent wishes to insert. Sectoid, mutant, even the species our soldiers refer to as berserker. In all cases, human genetic material serves as a bonding agent, holding the strands together.
Human material? You mean the stuff we found at the Black Site facility?
Precisely. The key component in their soldier manufacturing process.
So we've been fighting ourselves this entire time.
In a way, but I believe there's more to it than that. The human DNA in this specimen bears one key difference from the entirety of the sequences decoded in the shadow chamber. Psionic sensitivity. Given the sheer volume of strands involved, this cannot be accidental.
Screening process at the clinics. Avatar.
The potential power of a being created with this template is significant. Central. Had we not intercepted it before the process was completed...
I know, Doctor. Continue your research. Let us know if you find anything else.
So it was an avatar, I guess. Or some sort of a
We are
prototype.
now prepared to autopsy the body of the powerful being we recovered, Commander. I feel that we may be on the cusp of attaining a complete understanding of this avatar we have long sought.
Wow, codename Golem. Having already suspected that the material being produced at the first Advent Black Site was tied directly to the aliens' operations at the Forge facility, it isn't entirely surprising to me that we've now discovered the apparent product of these efforts. Presented in some form of stasis or containment suit similar in appearance to that in which we found the commander, the subject is vaguely humanoid in form. The physical similarities aren't as readily apparent beyond first impressions, as the specimen appears to be in an incomplete state, which I initially theorized could be the result of an elaborate cloning operation. Unfortunately, having completed the extensive analysis of the subject's DNA and genetic structure, I believe clones would have been the lesser concern. What we have actually recovered is a foundation, the structure upon which a new life form could be built, assuming we hadn't disrupted the process. Knowing that what we do about the aliens' activities at the Black Site, it is my unfortunate conclusion that the human captives, be they prisoners or abductees, were processed and consumed as part of the development of this specimen. Notably, the human genetic material involved in this process comes from the more psionically sensitive members of the human population, no doubt an intentional culling carefully executed by Advent's forces. Regardless, one question remains: what is the missing component? What is intended to fill the genetic void that would have been brought by this creature to life? Alright, let's see. Oh, now we can do their avatar. Can we do anything here? Except that, no, facility lead. Okay, let's do the avatar autopsy then. The aliens built an elaborate new society, a government structure, and a system of careful manipulation solely to fuel the creation of this, their so-called avatar. At the cost of countless human lives, they have finally succeeded.
This creature represents a near-perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished. Perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
Uh-oh. No.
We had such hope for you.
Uh-oh.
I believe we have found our avatar.
Was that thing still alive? What the hell? I mean, was the Elder inside it psionically still alive? Did it just die, or did it transport somewhere? That was weird. Alright. I'm pretty sure we'll get a mission before we finish the research, but we'll see. Alright, the heavy weapon. Let's see what we get. The overgrown husk of an old tank was left deeply embedded in the soil as if it dropped from the sky. Whether this was the result of alien activity or a failed airdrop attempt is unknown. We were able to strip the tank of its weapon systems and repurpose them for our own use. For our troops, Shredstorm Cannon. What is that? Whoa, look at that thing. A more aggressive variant of the Shredder Gun. The Shredder Gun? The Shredstorm Cannon fires razor-sharp particles in a cone to devastate close proximity targets. Just like a shotgun for a heavy shotgun, something? Alien allies, well, there's only alien allies at the moment, so let's do that.
Avenger plotting new course.
Avenger plotting new course. Don't crash the ship. Alright, there it is. Now give me that research. Ah, nice, domination. I'm betting there's gonna be a retaliation mission before that. Solace or Insanity now does a small amount of guaranteed damage and applies rupture to the target. I'm going to do that. Schism. I quite like that. Alright, one day for the research to complete. Let's go!
It won't be easy, but I think it's the only option we have at this point.
Agreed. We must inform the commander immediately.
Go right ahead.
Commander, Central, the Shadow Chamber has completed its analysis of the Avatar's DNA. It has identified the genetic sequence necessary to travel through the Psionic Gate.
Ooh.
Perfect. We can finally shut this Avatar project down for good.
However, the gate requires more than a mere transmission of genetic data.
The sequence has to be part of a live subject. The key only works in lockstep with the signal.
We don't have time to find another one of those things, let alone capture it.
We're going
No.
to...
That part we can handle.
I thought so.
We make our own.
You're serious?
Quite. Though the specimen before us is damaged beyond repair, it has provided us with its complete genetic blueprint. We already possess an unaltered avatar template from the Forge facility. That, combined with the genetic material we recovered at the Black Site, should allow us to replicate the procedure here.
So, what's the catch?
Yes, that. Without an elder consciousness driving it, the new avatar would remain as lifeless as the one before us. While I can develop its body, I cannot create the mind to drive it.
Oh.
But I can, in a way, by manipulating the new avatar via the psionic network.
You want to operate one of these things by remote control.
Not exactly. And definitely not me.
What, a psionic trooper?
Interfacing directly with their network would cause severe, if not fatal, trauma to an unprepared central nervous system. As it stands, we only know of one individual who has survived that kind of ordeal.
Me? Oh, crap.
That was different. The stasis suit.
Created the perfect interface to the network, one tailored to your specific biology, Commander. Of any human candidate, you are the most likely to survive the connection.
Most likely is not good enough, Doctor.
It is the only answer I can give you, and our only option to traverse the alien portal.
We need to come up with a game plan before we charge through the enemy's front door.
Let's do it.
Give you some time to think about this, Commander.
We gotta do it.
This specimen, this being is something else entirely. Something beyond anything we have ever seen. And yet somehow, our troops once again prevailed.
That is because we are XCOM. We have dedicated the entirety of our efforts to discovering the purpose of the Avatar Directive, and now it seems we're finally gaining ground on the aliens. With that said, I was shocked to see that our troops not only encountered what was apparently a fully responsive Avatar specimen, but that it engaged them in combat and was subsequently dispatched with only moderate difficulty. With all that went into its creation, somehow I expected that the Avatar would be a foe unlike any other, something perhaps even beyond our own capabilities to counter. Initially, it appeared as though my assumptions were wrong. Humanoid in form, the physical attributes of the Avatar specimen are, on the surface, wholly unremarkable. It is a musculature system, not all that unlike a young adult human with no obvious genetic alterations to enhance its physical strength or agility. At this point, I could only surmise that the aliens focused entirely on what lies beneath the Avatar's seemingly ordinary structure. As I continued my analysis of the Avatar specimen, including a rapid genetic sequencing aided by the Shadow Chamber, I discovered my earlier conclusions could not be further from the truth. This Avatar, what was left of it, is still not whole in a developmental sense. Although portions of the missing genetic links have since been filled with what is undoubtedly elder DNA, there are still gaps, incomplete sequences that leave the creature unable to fully sustain its own power. It is now my firm belief that we have yet to encounter a fully developed Avatar, and its potential capabilities at full strength leave me deeply concerned? Deeply frightened? Concerned, I'm guessing. Yes, it's concerned. Alright. Thank you for the horribly slowly scrolling text without giving me a damn slide bar. Ugh. No shadow projects available, so how do
ready to begin on your order, Commander.
So how do we prepare for this thing? I'm guessing it's Let's go to
Priority message for the commander coming through on a secure channel, sir.
On screen.
Sir, it's coming from the Advent Network Tower.
The hell?
You heard me. He's taking a big risk contacting us like this.
Hello, Commander. You and your crew are to be commended. Your efforts in rebuilding the Resistance Network and uncovering the truth about the Avatar Project have been admirable. I only wish I had better news to report.
When does he ever?
Advent is not taking the death of an elder lightly, and in turn have greatly accelerated the final stages of their Avatar Project. A plan is now in place for the rapid processing of all non-essential human life. To begin immediately.
Genocide.
Very soon, Advent's speaker will announce a breakthrough in gene therapy. A final treatment for the human condition. Billions will flock to gene therapy clinics across the globe. They will never return. I have managed to secure tactical data and access codes to the Advent Network Tower. The speaker's address will be broadcast live to a global audience via this facility. The whole of Advent's network will be listening. It is this hubris that we must use against them. The information I am sending you should allow Dr. Taigen and Chief Engineer Shen to take control of the transmission and disrupt their entire network from within.
Nice.
Though my hope is that this disruption will confuse the enemy's forces long enough to allow your final assault a chance of success, I ask one more thing of you. Take what you have learned. Let the world know what is happening here. Wake them up. Broadcast the truth before there is no one left to listen. It seems we are both out of time. Farewell, Commander.
New Objective added.
Whoa! Assault the Advent Network Tower. Launch an infiltration mission on the main Advent Network Tower, attempting a shutdown of the global Advent communication network and disrupting Advent's worldwide control.
We're making progress, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest findings.
Alright, well, let's see. Proving grounds, experimental weapons. Now, if we wait, we'll have the retaliation missions. Let's see.
We have the target site locked in, Commander.
What?
This is our chance to strike at Advent's heart. Once we control the network tower, we can finally show the world what the aliens are doing. There's no turning back after this.
Wait, 9 enemies detected only? Archon, Viper, Andromedon, Codex? Only the Andromedon is really a problem. Well, codecs are annoying. In addition to providing logistical coordinates for the entirety of Advent's forces, the Advent Network Tower is also responsible for disseminating their propaganda broadcasts to a global audience. We need to disrupt the tower's signal and seize control. Show the world the truth about Advent. Squad dodge increased by what? What is this? Each squad member will start the mission individually concealed. Oh, so I can use intel? Ah, okay. Interesting. What's something completely new? Squad dodge increased by 33. Extra soldier. Oh, wow. I'm taking that. Squad integrated comms. Squad gains squad sight. Huh. Not bad at all. But maybe not that useful for us. We'll start the mission individually concealed. I think I'll take the reflexes and the extra soldier. Yeah, let's launch the mission.
Commander, once we move on the Advent Network Tower, it's all or nothing. We won't have time to advance our research or deal with the wounded. We should only deploy once we're fully prepared.
XCOM is prepared to make their final attack. However, once this mission is launched, there is no going back. All progress in research, engineering, and training projects will be stopped. Are you ready to assault the Advent Network Tower, Commander? I kinda want those powered weapons and such. I'm not sure I want to go just yet. But if we wait too long, we'll have a retaliation mission on our hands and possibly, have people wounded and such. I don't know if we want that. We could go to the black market. Wait, we're not finished scanning. How long? 2 days. Yeah, let's go there. That's only alien allies. Let's go there and see if we can buy some intel. I don't think we can we? But, so we can buff ourselves completely. Let's see.
Market is open.
Sell inventory. No, they'll just give us money for that pretty much. Well, supplies. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Oh well, never mind then. Alright, well, I guess we will be, we'll see what happens next time then. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.